On to science. So you will notice under the science tab in your binder, there is loose leaf paper. So Julie, who is teaching science, and I'm super excited about that, she requested that the kids have some extra paper, like to write on and stuff if they need it. So just so you know, there is extra paper in here under their tab. They also have their Dialectic Scholar Science book, the spiral book that I gave you all at the back to school meeting last week. So another thing to note is that Julie also passed out the like the homework for, if I remember correctly, yes, this is the whole, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this is for like the entire year. And I shouldn't say required homework. These are the different options that your scholar can do. So remember, they only have to do, for our program, they only have to pick one thing for every 2 weeks, because science is on that rotating schedule with fine arts. So science only meets once every 2 weeks. So they have to pick one thing to read from. And the different sources are, of course, like the Earth Science book, or the Flex book, or the Nitty Gritty was the other one. So they can pick, or you can pick for them. That's totally fine too. You can pick which source text you want your scholar to read, only to familiarize themselves with the upcoming lab. So, you know, we want the kids to come to science with just a little bit of knowledge and background on whatever it is Julie's going to be doing with them that day, because they will enjoy it so much more if they have just a little bit of background on, you know, certain words or whatever it may be. And so Julie has been awesome, and she's provided us with, like I said, several different sources that you as a primary teacher can use, or can choose from, I should say, for your scholar to utilize at home. And Julie, the same as Danielle, I mentioned it, is very happy to answer any questions that you guys might have. If you want to make science a full course for your dialectic scholar, then definitely reach out to Julie, because I know that she has many different suggestions, and she can steer you in the right path on how to go about making it like a full course for the upcoming year. That is not a requirement. I'm not telling you to do that. Again, this is something that is left up to the discretion of every individual family, and there is no right or wrong way to do it. But if you wanted more suggestions, definitely reach out to Julie. I know she's available on all the same ways, you know, Marco Polo and text and email and all that stuff. So she would be happy to help you if you had any questions with science. But one thing, don't let your scholar forget that science binder when they come to school. We want the kids to make sure they always have all of the material. And I'm kind of jumping around, I apologize. I meant to mention this earlier, but they will get tickets. That's a way to, again, practice that virtue, or instilling that virtue of responsibility. They'll get tickets for coming prepared to school. So like when they're discussing the Magician's Nephew on the first day of school, they'll get a ticket for bringing their book to school, because it's much easier to discuss the book if they have it in front of them. So we want to instill that virtue of responsibility in our young dialectic scholars. Again, bringing the science book. So it might seem little to you and I, but to children that have never really had to bring a book to school on a regular basis and be responsible for it, this is huge for them. So